The Nintendo Wii has a ton of amazing games, and we've already done 2 videos about the expensive side of the Nintendo Wii, but let's go ahead and talk about the cheap games that are absolutely amazing and worth having for the Wii. Now, I'm gonna do this as a part 1. Part 2 will probably come up in the next week or so comment down below if you want to see that. So let's go ahead and see what those games are. The first game we are talking about is Link's Crossbow Training. Now, obviously, this is one of those games that really kind of just gets you comfortable with the Nintendo Wii. It's not too in-depth, but it does have some cool features that it does use the Wiimotes and shows you how to target and all that. I think this is a fun game for what it is. Now, this is a complete copy, and as you can tell, it's in just like this cardboard. It's not actually a plastic case. But if you have this game loose, you're looking at about $3, and if you have this game complete, you are looking at $5, which is absolutely amazing. If you're looking for new Wii games, $5 for this is totally well worth it. And moving on to another amazing game for basically dirt cheap, we've got Okami here. This is a great game, great storyline, it looks amazing. Everything about this game is totally amazing. Now, if you have this game loose, you are looking at about $5. But if you have it complete, you are looking at more around $9. And I love this game. I've played it a ton. But if you don't have a Wii, you can always pick it up cheap on the Nintendo Switch Digital. But if you really want to be cheap about this, pick this up. It's only $9 complete. You can't go wrong with that. Speaking about more games with absolutely awesome storylines, we have got Bully the Scholarship Edition on the Wii. This is a great game. I love the aesthetic of this game. It's so much fun. The story is awesome. And really, it's a really dirt cheap game. If you have this game loose, you are looking at about $9. But if you have this game complete, like I do, you're looking at about $14, which is pretty good. Like, these games that we're talking about on this list are all going to be around $20 or less. And so when you can find good games that have good storylines for under 20 bucks, it's just a no-brainer. You've got to pick them up. And speaking of games that are absolutely no-brainers when it comes to picking up games on the Wii, Super Mario Galaxy. Yes, Super Mario Galaxy is on this list. I'm not really sure how it's on this list, but it is. This game, if you have it loose, is only worth $11, but if you have this game complete, you're looking at about $15. Yes, $15, that's absolutely crazy. This game is well worth the money. It probably could be 20 or 25 bucks and it would still well be worth the money. So when I saw this for 15, I knew I had to talk about it because this game is just one of those amazing games. And the more we get into this list, the more you'll see that there's a ton of games on the Wii that are just so cheap but are still amazing games. If you watched the Nintendo GameCube videos that I did about the expensive games, you saw that Twilight Princess was towards the top, and it was a really expensive game on the Nintendo GameCube. However, that's not the case on the Wii. This is a dirt cheap game, but it's still just as good. It's an amazing game, so anytime you can get a Zelda game for this cheap, it's definitely a no-brainer for me. So if I have this game loose, it is about $13, but if you have this game complete like I do, you're looking at about $15. Yes, you can pick up Zelda Twilight Princess on the Wii for $15 and be playing a Zelda game for really cheap. I don't know what to say. I know they made a ton of these and this was marketed and sold well more on the Wii and that's why it's so much cheaper, but $15 is a crazy deal. That game is amazing for 15 bucks. Speaking of an amazing game, Metal Slug Anthology. I am a huge Metal Slug fan, so anytime I can play that, it's a ton of fun. Now, some people don't like the controls for this game on the Wii, but I like to overlook that because, well, there's 6 of these on this game. It's amazing that they were able to put all of these games in there and the game still be super cheap. If you've got this game loose, you're looking at about $15. And if you have this game complete, you're looking at $23. This is one of the more expensive games on this list when it comes to being complete. But for $23 complete, you're still going to get a ton of fun out of it, and I think it is definitely well worth having. The last 2 games we are going to be talking about absolutely shocked me that they were so cheap. These are amazing games, and if you don't have these in your Wii collection, go ahead and pick them up because they're great. Now, first off, we're talking Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Obviously, this isn't Melee, but Brawl is a great game. I love all of the Smash games. This one is a ton of fun as well, so anytime you can get a game of this caliber for this cheap, you almost have to do it. I don't know why you wouldn't, to be honest. If you have this game loose, you're looking at about $15, or if you have this game complete like I do, you're looking at about $19. $19 for this game is absolutely amazing. If you have friends or family you can play with, it makes it even better, and it's just a ton of fun to play. And speaking of ton of fun to play, new Super Mario Bros. Wii. How is this on this list? I am absolutely shocked. Usually, the Mario tax is expensive, but this game is actually pretty cheap. So, we'll have to talk about this more in a future video about what I think this is going to do in the future. But currently, right now, this game is worth $16 loose, and if you have it complete, you are looking at about $24. So, as the most expensive game on this list, 24 bucks is way worth it. This is an amazing game. I love it. It's a ton of fun to play by yourself. You can play with friends. Oh my goodness. This is just one of those games that if you have a Wii, you have to be playing this game, or at least you have to own it and play it at some point in your life, because this is such a fun game. I cannot believe that this is on this list. So these are the games that we ended up talking about today. All of them are way worth picking up. They're all awesome games. If you have the chance to pick these up, you definitely should, because they are amazing. And I think if you're going to grow a game collection, the Wii is a place to do it at. And if you can get games like these at prices for these, you're going to be set. Growing your game collection is awesome, and picking up games that are this cheap is just on the next level. If you want to see a part 2, comment down below and let me know. That's all I got for you. Peace.